In this video, I'm going to show you step-by-step instructions on how to replace the front screen on the Samsung tablet S8. This one has got a broken display. The LCD underneath is cracked, so obviously it looks like it's took a heavy impact. The screen protector saved the glass, but below that, the LCD is clearly knackered. So let's make a start by putting this on the hot plate for the next 5 minutes. If you can turn it off, obviously do so. But in the meantime, let's slide that one out of the way. We'll get this one on the hot plate and we'll leave it there until it's nice and hot. Like I say, give it 5 minutes or so. So once it's spent about an hour and a half on the hot plate, then you can take it over to the desk where we'll start taking it apart. As a general rule, it doesn't need an hour and a half on the hot plate, but it was just that I ended up very busy. So now that it's hot, you can keep it on the hot plate or keep it warm while you're doing this. I'm going to stick the suction cup where the camera is just there, and then I'm going to start lifting up. You can see straight away that it's created a small gap, just big enough for me to get my guitar pick in there, and I'm going to run that side to side and start pulling away at this broken screen. Remember, the screen is broken, so it doesn't really matter if it gets more damaged. So you can be a bit rough with this one. I'm not too fussed. If the glass is broken, it'll probably be a bit trickier, but nothing that you can't handle. I know you've already got this. All that hour and a half that I put into getting this really hot is wasted because it's now cooled down after a customer brought their phone in for repair. But the idea of it is as follows. You stick the suction cup on that side, you get it started, run the pick around these edges, and then I'm just going to rip it open along this side. Same along this other long edge. The adhesives are strong, but not stronger than me, pal. So just gonna, rip it off. So once all the 4 edges are removed, then it should be fairly free to move around. Don't go wrenching it off just yet, because this cable under here needs to be reused. So the way that we're going to lift it off, we're going to lift it up. This is the top of the iPad tablet, and we're going to fold it over just like that. Let's take the suction cup off there, flick it over, and then we've got access to it. Now, if you remember, I told you to turn the iPad off. There's a reason for that. I keep calling it an iPad. Turn the tablet off. You've got 2 options. You can either do it hot or you can do it cold. I would recommend doing it cold. By hot, I mean you can technically remove that tape, swap the LCD, and just get it installed. But realistically, you want to disconnect the battery. To disconnect the battery, I believe that we can get away with just removing a few of these screws rather than all of them. So go ahead and remove those 4 crosshead screws. Get them out of the way. They're not going to stick to the screwdriver because they are Samsung and they are whack. But yeah, get those out of the way. You can stick them to the speaker if you want, and they'll just hang out there. And oh, sorry, there's one or two more screws down here. We'll have to get out. And then yeah, just disconnect. If you lift that up, look, don't wrench it up. Just lift that bit of plastic up and disconnect that little connector there. That's the battery connector. And then it means that the power is disconnected from it. It means that we can work safely on this device. So all we're going to do at this point, I'm going to remove this bit of tape here, peel it off, and then for this connector, you need to lift up the black part like that, fold it up, and then you can remove the LCD from the cable. As easy as that. So this one is for the knackers yard. That can go in the e-waste, the local canal, the local fly tipping spot. Obviously I'm joking. But what we need to do next is remove all this leftover adhesive. The new part that we're installing does have the adhesive attached to it because it's a genuine one. If yours doesn't, then I would recommend using something called Tessa tape, which is a very good double-sided tape for, I don't think it's designed for repair, but conveniently it works very well for it. Any leftover bits of adhesive, just get your scrapey chisel tool and chop it away, something like that. Be careful because this bezel is made out of plastic, so you don't want to go chiseling too hard at it. Just get any little bits what I've left over. On this one it's not too bad, to be honest. I've seen many worse ones. Most of the adhesive has come off on the first little run through of it. Like I've just explained, the part that we're using is a genuine Samsung service pack part. I don't believe that any calibration is required, although I may be wrong. And as you can see, it's come to us looking something like that. It's got that backlight cable, LCD cable, whatever it is, on there. It's got the adhesive on there already. It's got bits of tape on there. All that we need to do is lay it on top of our device like that. Then we can lift up the ZIF connector, place that cable into position there. And I think it needs to slide in a little bit. What is that in? I think that's in. It just doesn't look right, that, does it? Like there's a white line and it's not lined up. Let's have another look at it. Lift it up again. One more try. I feel like it should... There we go. It just needed pushing in a little bit. Now it's all lined up. Put the clip on it, and then we're going to want a bit of tape on there. There was some tape on it, so we'll put some more. I'm just going to use a strip of Kapton tape. It does the same as the other tape what was on there. It's non-conductive, ESD safe and all that. So that's stuck on there. It's looking pretty smart so far. And then what I'm going to do now, I'm going to lift this back up. Oh, you know what? That's easier that side, isn't it? Lift it up like that. Reconnect the battery and secure it like that. Then we've got the 4 screws that we removed and reattach everything. I think there were 5 screws in total that needs to be resecured. Make sure that it all sits flat and it's all flush, because if this part here is stuck out like that, then it's not going to work sticking it back down. Now all that remains to do is very easily peeling off the adhesive all the way around. Make sure that there's no bits of plastic left over. There's a couple of different types, there's green and there's blue. Just make sure it's out of the way. Fold it over, line it up in one of the top corners, make sure that the rest of it sits nice, and then you just have to push it down. We can turn it on, and we should hopefully get a Samsung logo that looks something like that, and it looks significantly better than it did before. I think there's somebody's face on it, so I'm going to finish the video now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.